Range, one of our favorite places that we did a picnic at last year. Hopefully we'll find our place because it is a day before 4th of July, but we're having this picnic because, well, it is this guy's birthday. I won't say the milestone he reached. Oh, he's eternally young to me, having been married to him for almost 25 years. But anyway, and we're celebrating something because we finished a major phase of one of our contracts for Travis's architecture firm. And I'm so proud of the guys, especially Sam. Well, I'm proud of Travis, of course, but Sam did a great job with the 3D modeling. I'm going to put it at the end, just you know, just to show you what kind of work we do and what kind of work Sam does. So anyway, hopefully we're going to have a good time, and it's going to be a full moon, so I'm sure we'll be out there at night, and we will, as I always say, see what we see. Okay, so after some crazy misadventures, my hair is flying everywhere, jeez, we finally made it to some sort of a spot. I can't say it's very great, because the spot that we wanted was taken, and for some reason we didn't think we should go up to them that had a big RV and say, hey, that's our spot, can you move? Somehow I didn't think that would work. So, and we got kind of lost. We couldn't remember exactly where this was, but we finally found it. And then, of course, I had to go potty and all this stuff. So I had to have a snack. So, and I didn't mention, I have, of course, Travis, whose birthday is today, whose unbirthday is today. Okay, and then I have Caspian there. He looks mopey, but I know he's having a good time. And then there's Sam. And so, just so you know, about a year ago, we were over that way. And we stayed here till about 11:30 at night. And we heard voices that we could not distinguish, and as we were driving down the road, it was confirmed to me that way, like back behind me, there isn't any camping sites, and that's where we heard the voices come from. And then Sam heard something big moving in this gully, and this is at night, so he was pretty convinced it was a Sasquatch sentinel. And that was such a good night. I have a video about it, and so I'll post that in the comments, but or I'm sorry, in the description. But we might go walk around a little bit and then make our dinner, and then walk again in the dark because there's going to be a full moon. But there's been ATVer, there's been gunshots, so it's a little more populated than we'd like. But hey, this is a test flight because soon we're going to go on a camping trip, and we're trying to, you know, get all these wrinkles out now. Okay, so I am going to see what we're going to do. Okay, so we had our snack, put our food away like good, what do you call it? Mountain adventurers, whatever. And we're going to the spot where Sam had heard that sentinel. So, as I always say, oh, and it's that direction. So we will see what we see. Okay, so Sam says this is where he heard the sentinel. It seems weird to me. I don't feel like it's quite the right place, but I don't know. Maybe we're over that way? I don't know, but I got a little freaked out because in the next campsite there was a dog that was loose, and it came running up to Caspian, and I had PTSD from our neighbor's pit bull attacking him. It's kind of embarrassing, but it is what it is. All right, so we're gonna check it out down here, see what happens. This is what Sam heard that night. Go ahead. Something that loud, which I'm assuming was not a bear. So, interesting. That is too thick. All right, well, I'm not sure exactly where we're going. Maybe we need to go up that way. He wants to go that way. Okay, go ahead, Travis. The dog always has to be first. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, so Sam saw this indentation. I don't know what it is, but that's interesting. You can see right here. It might be feet splayed out. That could be a heel. And look, the difference here. Hold on. There's the difference. And Sam found something else. Well, I don't know. That seems circular. Like it might have been a hoof mark. There's elk droppings in there. I don't know. See what else. If we see any other disturbances. Okay, so I'm going to go in the direction this is pointing to and see if I see anything else. I mean, it could have gone up that. Might not find anything else. Now let's go where it came from. You know, it's pretty springy and soft. I don't even know if I'd find something. I tried. I don't know. I am not seeing anything. And Caspian has dug himself a little hole, and look at that nose. It's like the reverse of little red-nosed reindeer or something. So we came across a trail. It's not the main road, but Sam says that we heard voices over that way that night. But anyway, it's interesting. I see a tree break over there, but it's sort of a tree bow, but I don't know if that's anything. I don't know. Well, we'll see. So we came to where these rocks are, and I found this tree, which I find kind of interesting. I'm trying to think how wind or snow load could take that tree all the way down. Now I notice it's got some beetle pine brown leaves on it, but I don't know, I just find that interesting. And Sam is down that way somewhere, so I guess we're gonna go past these rocks and meet up with him. Okay, so there is another tree that's been blown down. Now that is definitely dead. It's interesting. So we're gonna go down this way and see what happens. Sam thinks those voices were over this way, so Travis and I are going down here, and Sam is going over there. I can hear an ATV. Whew, it's definitely more of a popular time, and that's okay. That was nothing. All right, so we're just exploring. Those are amazing rocks. I could totally imagine something hanging out there. That's for sure. Okay, so Sam found a tree break. It might be twisted. I can't tell from here. And I find, tell you what's really the most monstrous thing are the mosquitoes out here. But I find the pile of dead pile very interesting. Okay.
This is where you want to go. It's that thick where it's nice and squatchy.
That's right.
You got it.
Okay, I just managed to freak out Sam because I started talking to do this video. But I see a tree break up there, almost an X and a bowed tree. I just found that combination interesting. And he said there was something over here. And I see another tree break right there. But what is it that you saw? What do you see? That tree upside down? And where did that come from? There's...
I don't know where it would come from. This one obviously came from out there. But that one...
Huh, interesting.
It's just put...
So we came up on the other side of that hill of those rocks. And Sam has found a tree break down there. He took a picture. And I'm guessing our camp is around that way. I sure hope it is. All right, and I see a bow tree, sort of, over there maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Perfectly bowed tree. Lots of trees bent over, but that very well could be wind or snow load. So we're going this way. There's lots of mosquitoes, and I'm wearing a sweatshirt, and all this bushwhacking is making me hot, but I guess I'd rather sweat than deal with mosquitoes. Okay, well, whew, what a strange time. So we found this interesting fire pit right there, and straight that way is somewhere where a truck is, but that is a very steep hill, and we're wondering if we can come down this with the truck and do our cookout there. Seems a bit more private, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so we're going back down the road, and I figured out that this is where Sam and I were that night. And we walked over here in the dark, of course. This was about 11 o'clock at night. And we looked over this ravine, and in there somewhere is where Sam heard a huge break of a tree limb. And so we had a fun time. We were calling down, making Bigfoot calls and all this sort of stuff. But there is actually a road over that way, and we're gonna head over there, I think, and camp in a more private spot. So, and the guys are down this way. But that night I surprised Sam because he was trying to tell me he heard something and wanted me to know about it, and he didn't expect I'd be like, oh, let's just go over there, what the heck. So I'm getting more and more brave. So anyway, that was a fun memory. All right, but whew, and of course we weren't supposed to be where we are because there's a sign that says no vehicles, but we couldn't see it because it was covered by a tree. All right, well, we will see what happens. So we made it to the new spot, and the guys are over there. I don't know if Sam is going to make a fire or not. There's a lot of weather that way, which does not make me happy. And I'm cooking hamburgers and beans. So we want to get this done fast in case we have to run away. So anyway, but I do wonder, now that way is where we were picnicking before last year, and I do wonder if we heard voices from this spot. I mean, you have to kind of go with the simplest explanation. Be interesting to test it out, but not right now with this weather. All right, well, we will see what happens. So I just heard 3 knocks that way. It might have been knocks if it was close by, like Sam said, 1,000 yards away. Was it gunshots further away? I don't know, but we both heard them clearly. We're hearing howling. Okay, so just a minute ago, we heard an interesting howl. Can you mimic it? Sam doesn't think it was the people that are just over that way.
It was further away.
And a while ago, I can't remember if I said anything, but we heard a howl. I definitely heard a howl. I pitched out like, oh, not like a dog or a coyote.
Did you film that?
What?
Did you film the lightning?
I didn't know it did.
It was a huge flash.
Well, I must have. I didn't see it.
Or being still.
What?
There was more.
Oh, I just got something. Lightning. Lightning is overhead.
It's very far away.
Sure, it's not those people.
Maybe someone was closer. Wow, very far.
Whew. Another flash of lightning.
More.
Hmm?
I'm hearing more and more.
Ironically, if it is coming from that direction, we would have been closer before we moved.
Yeah, only slightly.
Hmm?
Only slightly.
Ooh, another flash of lightning.
Go to the road.
you going?
And go over to the road.
Way up there by yourself?
Just over there.
Oh, over there.
Just
But there's
here.
a light over there.
What?
To your right.
I know. What is that? Is it the moon?
Yeah, it may be the moon.
See the moon rising.
I think it may be the moonrise. Huh?
Mm-hmm. Might be red.
That was the leash for the dog.
I figured.
No.
It's raining. Okay, so it started to rain a little and the thunder, lightning is getting closer, so we are packed up. And also,
Wind.
yeah, and Travis did a huge sneeze, and so the whole valley heard it. So all the Sasquatch probably ran away. We were definitely hearing some interesting things. Oh, and the moon is coming up this way. It's a full moon. Unfortunately, we are going to miss it. That's kind of sad. But yeah. So, unfortunately, it looks like this has come to an end, and besides, Travis scared everything away. All right, well, we'll see what happens next. Okay, so Sam saw a clear shot of the moon that's rising. It's kind of like a Halloween one. And then we just heard the people across the way lighting fireworks. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but that's idiotic. Lighting fireworks in a forest. Good thing we've had a lot of rain lately. Anyway, we're all ready to go. Like I said, Travis scared all the Sasquatch away with his sneeze, but we did hear a lot of action, possibly 3 wood knocks. We heard howls. It was very, very interesting. So, anyway, we will see what happens. Okay, so we are down from the Rampart Range and headed home. It's like almost 10:30, and we pretty much had a successful time, both in having some interesting things happen to us with the vocalizations we heard. Whether or not that was a Bigfoot, I mean, who knows, but it certainly is fascinating. And then I believe that Travis had a good birthday, or as I keep teasing him, that it was a good unbirthday because he didn't really want to think about it. So anyway, had a good day, and it was a good test run also because we're going to be going on a camping trip soon. So had a great time. That's all. This is Squatch Mom. Have a squatch-tastic day.